Hello, it's Sarah. And I'm back, guys, with more dot painting. I wanted to show you something. All right, so here's my finished trees. I love them. I do. All right, so this is the previous video that I did. Now, these are my representation of a blue spruce. Well, wait a minute, not that one, this one. So they're definitely blue. Like, they really look a lot bluer than I thought they did. I thought they looked more blue-green, but I like them. I think they're cute. And then I added some candy canes to a couple. And I put, what is it? Glossy accents on there to give them a little bit of dimension. Put candy canes on him. And then this one, it's just pretty plain. But I still think it's cute. I just was playing around with the different designs. But today, I'm going to be painting these ornament shapes. So I kind of have an idea where I'm going. This one's a mandala, and this one's just going to be dots, kind of in a shape. Like, I think I'm just going to fill that space with a color. I might fill this space with a color and do a pattern here, and then, you know what I mean? Like, it's solid, so I'm not making a mandala per se. And I got my ideas from Pinterest. I go to Pinterest and I look and I see something that I can kind of, because my way of operating is visually. I have to kind of see something, and that gets me headed in the right direction. I just wanted to show you something. I have this old, it's a ceramics tool, and when you have your palette, your bubble palettes, let them dry overnight, and then you can it's kind of fun. I find it very satisfying. I just kind of pick the paint. It comes right off the plastic. And this one's a little wet. This was the last one I was using last night, actually. I was top dotting on my green. So yeah, and then you just wipe your palette out and you're ready to go for the next project. So I mean, for $1, I got 6 of these, so you could basically dispose of them, but why would you do that? They're perfectly reusable. All right, so I just wanted to show you that. And then, let's get started. So for today's piece, I'm going to pick like 4 colors. I think I'm going to go with, and I kind of thought this through. Oh, there's paint here. I want to use red and green. I don't know why, but they're kind of designated Christmas colors. And this time, instead of the true red, I'm going to go with this country red. This is a favorite of mine that Renee Mullins uses in a lot of her projects, and it's full. By the way, speaking of which, I went to Michael's to get more black today. It's busy out there, first of all, so wear your masks, be careful. Whatever. Anyway, all they had, they had this glorious gold. Remember I said my glorious gold was running out and it's my favorite? That was magic. But the only black, this is the only black they had, was a folk art color, and it's actually not even a matte black, which I definitely like to use matte black for my background because that helps the piece really show up the dots. This is a satin, so I bought it anyway because who knows when there'll be black back in stock. And for Christmassy projects, I think it's going to be fine if it's a little satiny. And then I got this the other day, the only white they had. This is actually a regular white. It's called just white, but it's in Anita's. I think I got this at Hobby Lobby. Dude, I guess the paint factories are closed, so it's crazy. And of course, everything that's out there got bought up because when the pandemic hit, I mean, kids were home and, you know, people were probably just using that time to create, and of course, paint got sold out. So, all right, I'm gonna use my glorious gold, and I ended up getting a copper, a Martha Stewart, copper, I think it's called. I just thought that would be, I might just make a metallic one. I might use silver, gold, copper, bronze, whatever metallic colors I have, and make like a steampunk Christmas ornament. I don't know. I'm so excited. I get very excited, you guys. All right. So gold and then white. And I have like these two are like almost gone. Ooh, that's why I had to buy that Aleene's, because it turns out you use white and black quite a bit. And see, look, nothing. Oop, this is literally like the bottom. I'm gonna flip it upside down so I can get it. But yeah, these are, I'm so glad I bought that the other day because they didn't have any white at Michael's. They had no white. Like not a flat white. I don't even think, they probably had like a pearl or something, but that's not, it's not the same. So those are empty. So now I have this, so I'm so glad. And that's it. I'm just going to use these 4 colors. I think I'm going to start with a nice big dot. So again, I mentioned this in my previous video. I got these. These are by Red, oh my God, Red Heart. These are Red Heart brand. And I think her name is Susan Bates. She put out these crochet hooks. And I love them because they're graduated in size, and so for dotting they're perfect. They have a flat bottom. We're not using the part that you crochet with, we're using the bottoms of them, and I have them in 2 different sizes. The big ones, which I'm gonna cut a big ornament, you guys. I think I'm gonna cut like at least a decent, like maybe an 8-inch one, and I'm gonna dot that too. That's my plan anyway, until something else comes in my head. So I think I'm going to go with my biggest one. I have the other set, but I'm just going to stick with these. And I'm going to start with white. And just make a dot in the middle. Oh, I made a grid on here just with a chalk pencil. And I just used the grid on my mat here. And just, I made 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I just made an 8 grid pattern. And that's it. That's all you need to do. And now we're just going to start adding dots. You know, and anything can happen, because I'm going to go off of one that I have saved on Pinterest. But depending on the size of the dot I use, it's not going to look the same. Like, I'll guarantee you it's not. I mean, I can already tell that it's like already different because that dot isn't the same. I want to fix it a little bit. It seems a little not round. Oh my gosh, come on, little dot. It is what it is, you guys. It's a wonky. Let me come down a little bit, but as you know, I tend to come out of the shot. I'm going to move my camera over a tiny bit. And perfect. Because the piece has to kind of be at a certain distance from me in order for me to feel comfortable, and I tend to pull the piece where that spot is, so that's how it gets out of the shot. I'm going to go with the red, and I'm just going to make a dot on each of those points with the littlest one of these, and see. And again, I don't want them to touch. Oh wow, that's perfect. Now, in the piece that I'm using as my guide, there are little gold dots in between each of the red ones. I don't have room. So mine won't be like the one that, you know, it's in, oh boy, and this looks like it's going to touch those. So, oh, yep. It's not that bad. So I'm going to stick with it. I'll keep rolling. Now I'm going to go to the green. And it looks to be kind of a middle size. I think I'm going to go with I'm going to go with orange, and then yellow would be, all right, and so I'm going to go with the green. This is called Holly Green, and it's a very vibrant. I'm going to put this in the middle, so I'm going to try to fill that space. I don't want to touch. Sometimes when you squish it, it puddles out, and you let me add a little more paint. I want to fill that space. And these will get top dots as well. Which actually, yeah, there are a few top dots on the one, the reference I'm using. And look, we're already filling the space so much. These seem further apart, but it's getting there. All right. And then it looks like we're going with more green. Let's see. I don't really want to use the same green, so maybe I'm going to use a lighter green. This is a much lighter green. I didn't have like the exact tone, and if I were Kirsten Urick, who is my, mentor now, she adds white to her green to get the next value. And that's what a lot of artists do with polymer clay as well. They add, when they're working in values and trying to bump it up a little bit, they'll add a little white to it to create the next value up. So you don't need to get every bottle of paint. I'm just lazy, and I'm just gonna do it this way. I'm sorry. Plus I have so much paint. All right, so I think that was orange. I'm gonna go yellow and put a yellow one right here. And then the way they did it is they pull it down to make a, I'm gonna have to use so in other words, once I make the dot, my guess, because I've never done it, I'm gonna pull the paint down to make a comma. That's what I'm gonna attempt to do. So I'm gonna go into this light green, make a nice juicy dot here on the center of that, and then pull it. I really don't want it to touch the other ones. I mean, I'm gonna stick with that. I just got my chalk pencil full of paint. I'm gonna stick with it. I'm gonna roll with this. Look, you're with me on this, right? I think I'm getting it. Okay. So again, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to fill that space. Oh, I touched again. It is not easy. And I'm just going to use my stylus and go straight down that line. I need to back off a little bit. So I'm going to try to go a little further back this time. Ugh. It's not that hard, Sarah. Okay. Take my stylus and just pull the paint down the line. Maybe I'm making it too, I don't know. I mean, it looks fine. That's not what the picture looks like, though. All right, and oops, my interpretation is not going to be exactly like it. I'm going to do 2. Just try to get a little comma thing, looking thing. You could also just put dots. Like I could have just dotted to the middle, like really little dots in there. But I'm trying to find, like I like to try new things, so it's just my way of, I would have never tried it if I didn't see it in a picture, in other words. You know what I mean? Like, that's how I get inspired to try new things. And, like, I'm like, oh, I've never done that. Made a little comma with the stylus, so let me try it. And I mean, there's probably more to it than, oh, wait, I need that. Like I'm maybe missing something in the, I'm just doing what seems natural to me. And this might not be how you do it in the real dotting world of professional dotting. Uh-oh, that looks crooked. And I'm definitely bumping into the other dot. So my next one, my next piece, but see, look, it still looks pretty. Come on, that looks so pretty. All right, let me see. I have to look at the picture to know what color I'm doing next. Come on, camera. My Face ID is not recognizing me. Oh, there it is. Okay. Okay, so now I'm going to go around. Now this is interesting. I have to go around this big green one with dots. And I don't know what size it was, so I'm going to hope for the best, and it's in gold. And I'm just going to go till they run out. So I'm going to start at the top. See, I think they're a little bigger. I think it's, I'm going to go up a size in my dotting tool. I think I'm going to use the biggest one because then I'll get a better, let me go here. I think that's good. I think that fits. I don't want to touch. I'm sorry, I just need to keep saying that out loud. It helps me remember. And I'm getting some graduation here. Oops. Strings. I kind of like it with just half of it done, but I'm going to do both. So now I'm going to go back to that a little bit smaller and I'll just start on the other side. So I'll just go, I can come in a little bit. But it's looking really pretty, you guys. It's looking really pretty. It's making me so happy. And just go, oopsie, I can fit another one. No, it's not perfect. And that's the thing. I think this is, it's fudgeable. I like to use that word fudgeable. Like in quilting, I can't. I don't know any way to fudge things that you don't end up with uneven seams or something like that. But in painting, you can fudge it. And that works better for me. I don't like to feel like I failed. I can feel successful. Wow, it's gorgeous already. Now we're going to go back to the white and make 3, let's see. I'm just going to follow this pattern. I think it's about, I think it's going to be 2 dots. Yes, okay. So we're going to go back to white, and I'm going to make commas at the end. So let's see if I can do this. 1, 2, on both sides of the big one. All right, I'm just going to finish one first to show you, and then I'm going to go with my bigger dot and put it, see, I already made it weird, all right, and go right in the middle. Now I have to make a comma down each side of those. So I'm going to go to one smaller than this. So I think it would be this guy. I don't think it's this guy. It looks different, but I think it's this. No, I think it is the next size. This blue one. Okay, I'm going to use this. And I'm going to pull the comma. Ooh, this is going to be so tricky. Okay, here we go. Hope for the best, you guys. So, dot, pull. Ugh. All right. Dot, pull. Oh boy. I think I could probably use the smaller end to... I don't love it. It doesn't look as pretty as theirs does. Damn it. I think I gotta stick with it though, because if I can't take it off, like it's gonna be too hard to take it off. I just gotta make sure I go loopier. So I'm just gonna use the smaller one. I'm gonna put it and pull. I mean, it's working. That one worked really good. Sorry, I get excited. Okay, I'm gonna go back over here. So put it and then just pull it around. That, okay, it just takes practice. Put it and then pull it around. That looks better. I can get away with that. I don't love the straight ones. They have to be more archy. All right, and then the next part is to make another big red. I think it's even bigger than that, so I think I have to go back up to my green. And I'm gonna put it, and this is the end. This is the last piece of the puzzle. Red, and then I'm gonna put it here, and I need to make it, it's gonna have dots around it, so here, and then pull. So pull it down. Because there's going to be gold dots coming around that. That looks pretty. I'll do another one. I like it. I'm thinking I'm gonna like it. I don't think it looks bad. I just really don't want to stick my hand in it. All right, so I have to then do gold around the tops, but I'm gonna go off camera and finish up all these with the white, and I'll be right back. All right, I'm gonna do the same thing to the red teardrop that I did to the green, but this time, oh, and gold. I'm doing it with gold again. So let me think what I did. Oh no, it's a bit different. All right, it's gonna be this one. Let me see. This one. I have to decide which one's bigger. This one's bigger. So the two whites are the biggest. So I'm gonna put the medium white. They're gold though, okay. So this is gonna be just dot it all the way down. I gotta pull the camera a little closer because I want to I need to be on top of it a little bit before, okay. And you know what, the other thing is, make sure your paint isn't getting hard. Like it's still good because it gets a little sticky. Now I'm going to make 2 of these, so I want to start a little off. Oh, I don't really make it as far as I need to, because I might need a bigger tool. But I think it's okay. Hey babe, I'm filming. And I don't actually have enough room on the outside to put my very last little. I probably will just add it in there anyway. Hopefully I'm in the shot because I'm so focused. I am so focused. 4 or 5. I don't think it's going to matter. And then I'm doing the same size down the other side. So these should be equally the same size, the first 2. And then there's supposed to be a big one there. And I'm gonna try and fit it. I think my design is a little low. I could have moved it up a little, but that's okay. So in other words, it's not dead center. I probably could do that better, but I just winged it. You gonna go work on the lamppost, Joe?
Yeah. Yep, I'll be back in a few minutes.
Okay, babe. We got a new light. We've needed a new, like just an outdoor light that's like down your lawn. We've had no lid on it forever. And I think it's probably as old as a house. And we keep saying, we're gonna get one, we're gonna get one, we're gonna get one. We finally got one. Oh my God. This just makes me so happy. I think I'm gonna make these forever. Now, there's a little bit more to go. Okay, wait. I gotta add the bigger dot right here. A little bigger. I'm just gonna load up, I'm gonna kind of scoop the paint to get a nice juicy dot. See, so I'm kind of going off the edge. That's okay. I want a nice juicy dot there. Okay. And then we're gonna do top dots that are strokes too. I might not do that. I mean, they look really cool. And then the last thing she has, or I don't know, I should give credit. Let's see. I only took a picture of, but anyway, it's someone from Etsy, I think. Let me go back to Safari and say, nah. Pinterest, here it is. Custom mandala tree ornament. I'm going to tell you who it is. I'm going to visit the site. Etsy.com. It is, the shop is called Create and Cherish. So she's got lots of mandala charms, and they're gorge mandala ornaments. All different colors, but I believe this is the one that I found. Oh, here it is. This one. So it's similar, but it's not the exact one, but when I was scrolling through, I found it. I'm pretty sure that's her. So shout out and thank you for her creative abilities. Oh, meanwhile, go back to what you were doing, Sarah. Okay. Because here's another one. Create and Cherish, yeah. So this was the other one that I got the idea for this one. And I'm not going to do it the exact way she did it, but it just kind of inspired me to like see things. It just helps me see in my head. Okay, so this is the one I'm doing. See, it has commas here too. Inside the comma, I'm not brave enough to do that because once there's paint on there and it all, now see, and I didn't have room for these little gold ones, but I could still put just a gold dot. I think I am. I'm gonna also top dot the white in the middle because I just feel like it's a little naked. I'm definitely gonna put pearl on top of it. And then that's it. I think this will just stay. I'm gonna paint the top up here. I'm gonna paint silver or gold, probably silver to change it up. And then it'll be done. You know, like I'll put top dots. So yeah, we were successful. Okay, the last little thing is there's a green comma on each side of here. And I do think I'm going to put that. I'm going to do it in the darker green, just to pull that darker green up, and I'm going to top dot those. And I think I will change that green for my next one because I feel like it's too deep and it blends into the black. Although, let me just take a look at one of my, see, I top dotted them all, but like that's what it looks like. See how it doesn't, it's not as poppin'. I mean, if I put a top dot on it, it's going to be fine. So I'm going to top dot them. That's what I'll do, and then they'll pop. Okay, so the last thing is to put just a little green comma on either side of, I think I'm going to bump up a tad. Those are the same. I feel like this is a good size because it's the amount of paint it's going to hold initially to get me to make the, let's go for it. Let's just go for it. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. It definitely helps when you make the arch, like to really pull it around and scoop it down. And practice is what you're going to need for these because I've never made commas with my dotting tool. I've done them with a paintbrush. So it takes a little finesse and you're going to figure it out. And we'll all be, oh my God, it definitely, the last one, look at that last one. Oh my, I don't know if you can't see it as well because it's, and then as usual, you generally pull in a, uh-oh, look, I got a little flaky. Oh, I'll get it off when it dries. right there on the red. But we all have a side that we kind of do better at too. So maybe I'm gonna push that one looks really good. Maybe I push commas better than I pull them. There's more than one way to see, and then when you double it, it messes it up. It makes it real thick. So if you need to go back in there, go down a size and pull it with a see, I'm so tempted to stick it back in. Like I'm gonna go smaller. Yeah, that works. This is fun, you guys. I am very happy. These are gorgeous too. Like this is one Christmas type of ornament I've never made. I've never done dot ornaments. See, look, something got on my, I want to get it because I'm so impatient, but I'm a little nervous. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna mess it up. I got that one, but that one, I got it. Okay, so I'm gonna let this dry, and then oh, you know what I can do while it's drying is just paint the top part, and I think I'm just gonna use silver. Ooh, how about copper? Copper's kind of, because I just got it, I really want to use it. Where'd it go? Right here. OMG. But it's too close to the gold, so I'm going to go silver just to be completely, and I could dot it, but I think I'm going to paint it. And that's personal preference, because guess what? The next one, I'll probably paint. Who knows? I mean, I'll dot, you know. So I'm just going to try, and when I put the hole on my ornament, I just used a circle, so I wish, in other words, I wish that was a flat line right here. But I'm new at the Glowforge, so I'm no expert at it. Let's see what that looks like. Because I could paint the whole thing. I think I'm going to paint the whole thing and that'll solve the problem. I just don't like that you can tell that this doesn't go straight across. Plus I rushed. And I only cut 2 of these, and I'm going to cut more. So I can fix the circle. I can fix it and move it up a tiny bit, and then it'll be straight there. Do you know what I'm saying? I think that looks good. I'm going to have to do something to it, but for right now it's good. All right, I'm going to go away, and I'm going to let it dry, and then I'm going to come back and top dot. Okay. I ended up painting over the silver. I didn't like it. I'm going to dot it. So I wiped it off as best I could, and I repainted it, and then I'll sand it a little bit because it has it'll match better, but I'm going to just dot right over it with silver. I'm just going to dot silver. I think it'll look better. I didn't like the way it looked. Now also I remembered I wanted to put little gold dots, kind of, I think I'm going to put them right below the green. So I'll pull you in. And I could do something here as well. I think that would look nice, like if I did 2. But I'll start with 1, and then I could also do something here. So I could go here. I think I want to do that. I'm going to do a decent sized dot there, and then I might do a small one. Okay, I'm doing that. Make a decision. This is too big. I don't like the size of that. I'm going to go down. Let's see if, yes, I'm going to go to this one. And put it right here, and it's been sitting, my paint, the palette, so you might want to stir your paint. Oop, there's one here. Stir your paint around a little bit. So I didn't need to make the comma come all the way down. It did on some and it didn't on some, so I'm just going to put the dot there and it'll look a little more uniform. My paint's a little thick, so I just have to, okay, I think I got them all. And then I'm going to go to my littlest, tiniest, dottiest one. And I'm going to put just another round of gold in here. And doing this puts my dots shouldn't touch theory out the window, because I'm literally making them touch, but it can be part of the design to do that, right? I think that's plenty. I think it pulls the gold to the center. It finishes it off. Because I think there's a spot there, like you could get carried away. Right here, things aren't touching completely. In some areas they are. But I think an overall look at it nothing's really calling out to me. So, I'm gonna go ahead and do my top dots. I think for the red, I think for the white, I'm just gonna maybe just use pearl. But for the red, I have options. On my other pieces, I used, I think it's it's a glitter, I think glamour dust is what it's called, neon pink, because it kind of looks like a highlight. The red isn't, let's see, I don't know. I don't think I'm feeling that one. Then I could just go with true red, because I didn't use, on those I used true red. So on this, if I put true red on top, I think I'm going to do that. But it's not pearl. So let me see what the pearl red looks like. Right here. No, that's pink. Sorry guys, I could have had this ready. I just get so excited. Okay. This is actually called Holly Berry. I'm going with this. I'm going to go with all metallics. Actually, metallic or pearl. Martha Stewart calls hers pearl, but I think they kind of look metallic-y to me. Now this is a really thick one too. I used my airbrush clear. It's called clear airbrush paint. I think I learned this from Kristen Urig, and I'm just gonna, that's it. I'm gonna put a couple of little dots in there, and it shouldn't change the color. It just gives it a better consistency so that it'll flow better. So hope for the best with that. All right, let's top dot. So I think the little ones I did with the blue, so I'm gonna use this, and I'm gonna top dot. I'm just gonna dip and put a dot right on the middle of that. Kind of letting it be bigger, like I'm kind of scooping paint up a little. I want it to be nice and rich. Uh-oh, that was a lot. I might need more paint. Oh my God, you can't see that. I'm gonna drop it and mess the whole thing up. And when it dries, it's a little more shiny. I'm gonna put this on the big dots too. Now what did I use for that? I think I used the green, so maybe yellow. I could go down. I think I'm gonna just go with the orange. I don't want it to be too big. I might need more paint. Yeah, this might be too big. Oh, I don't want to cover it up. I'm just gonna go down in size. I'm gonna go to the red. Red's the next one. I just don't want it to, I want it to be inside the dot, not cover the dot, you know? Much better. It looks so much more Christmassy though, as soon as you put that shine. Anything with shine, oh, I love it so much. I need more paint, but I'm going to try and get through these next two. Wow. I don't think the camera's doing it justice, but that looks flipping great. All right, so the green top dot, I'm going to use this Craft Smart green. I could have grabbed, you know what, they did have, I forgot, they had a Martha Stewart at Michael's. I have this one. This is called Hummingbird. Tempted to use that, but I think it's a little bluer. I have one of my ornaments I did with this. It's this. It's bluer. I kind of think I think I'm going to use this on the light, on the dark green, and I'm going to use the other one on the light green. Why not? You know, guys, why not? It's my ornament. It's my ornament. Do it. Oops. Excuse you, little bottle. Okay. Just got to get the sizes right. Let's see. I'm going to go with the red. I'm going to go with the red one for the light green. When you use these metallic paints, I was nervous of varnishing it with a satin because it could change the pop of it, you know. I think a matte varnish is the way to go. I'm gonna have to find it. I think I have a small bottle of matte, but I'm running out of that too. So I'm using, and generally when it's a Christmas piece, I love to use a satin or even a gloss varnish because they're so colorful. It just makes it, you can get away with it at Christmas, in other words. You know what I mean? Like, everyone expects everything to be so poppin'. So I'm going to use that for that, and then I'm going to go down to, I'll use the blue on the other green. Hopefully this will look good, this hummingbird color. It's in the family, I think. I don't know. But I think it definitely makes it pop now. That green is showing up for sure. I don't know if the camera actually is... Dude, I love this. I freaking love it. How can... some lucky person is going to get this for Christmas. I have to make them. I have to make more. And then I really want to put it on those little commas. Like, how would I do it? Maybe just a dot? Or I could over dot it. I'm going to try. I'm going to try and just over dot it. This is my littlest one. It works. You know what's so funny is I took Ginny to get groomed, so she's not here. That's my poodle. Because she stalks me no matter anywhere I go. No matter if I go up and down the stairs a million times, she follows me. It's so, I don't know. It's very weird. I think dogs do that though. They want to know what you're doing, but it's been kind of peaceful. I brushed my teeth and like she wasn't standing there watching me, you know? It's kind of cool. But I love them so much. They're my little buddies. They keep me company. And I don't know what I'd do without them, especially I just walked Kirby. It's gorgeous here in South Jersey. I think it was about 60 today. And it's been cold. December's been pretty cold. We've been in the 30s. So a 60 was like, oh yeah. I wanted to come in here and paint, but I was like, oh, I gotta go for a walk. Alright, you guys. I gotta put something on top of that white though. I think I'm just gonna go with straight pearl. I have mother of pearl. So I think I'm gonna top dot just the middle one. I'll probably put it on the other ones too. Oh wait. It looks like, no, that's silver. I almost put, I could put silver. No, I'm not going to put silver. Sorry, I get so, you know what I get. All right, so I think I used the biggest, so I'm going to go down to yellow. It's a little stringy, so I'm going to be careful. I don't like it. I gotta flatten it out. It's too stringy. Oh no, and you know what? I don't think the white was fully dry. So I can fix it. I'm gonna add some of that, like a drop of that, mix it around. And do it again. Much better. See, it's rounded. It's not as pointy. It's not, and it'll soften as I go. Because the red ones look kind of pointy, but when they dry, they'll be better. All right, and then I do want to put a little one on top of the white here. This is a little big. I'm gonna go with, oh, this one. Just let the string break before you pull it away, because it'll you'll drag it across your piece, if you know what I'm saying. And of course I want to put it more places, but I think I'm going to be done. Oh gosh, I'm sorry. I think I'm going to be done. So like I said, I'm going to use, I'm going to go over this one more time with a little bit of black. And then I'm going to dot just the area where this part here. Yeah, I tried a couple different things when I was off camera, and I didn't like it. I had some black metallic, and I thought, well, that'll be different enough to, you know, but it's not. It needs to be just dotted. I think that'll be perfect. And I don't think I want to dot the whole thing either. Now that has to dry, and then I'll sand it, and it'll be the same kind of matte finish. Oh my God, you guys, I hope you enjoyed this. I'm going to make more. I'm going to play with this one first. But I'm going to, let me come up. I'm going to print out some more of these pieces. And I'm going to play around with, maybe change the colors up a little bit or something. I love it. And you know what? Those top dots make it amazing. Look at that. Like, you see? Oh God, it's yummy. Thanks for watching.